Uh, Again, we have come up with a new video of strokes and textures. This is very important. While doing this, you will be learning various kinds of strokes and their effects. Like this is just called a doodles. If you just turn your pencil like this, you can get a smoky effect. When it will be, you want it bit darker, you need to put more pressure on the sides and then gradually you go lighter in tone, and you can see here it is very faint. The pencil has no pressure on the paper. Very lightly, holding it very lightly, this can be achieved. Now the wooden texture. In a tree trunk, sometimes this kind of ear marks can be found, and how to draw them. This is the effect of steel, how we can give a steel glass effect with the pencil. The reflection of light, and the metallic look. Now with line strokes, a wave, how you can use strokes with this click pencil. Now like this, water, fire, wood, stone, they are all having different textures. So these different textures will, learning all this will improve us in doing many kind of artworks, helping us now this fire effect. The maximum light will be there in the fire, so the surroundings we can make darker so that it will be more highlighted. Now see another wooden duck's texture. This is another block of a wood showing the barks of a tree. Now here we have a brick wall, the construction of bricks. Now the stone one. The group of stones, pebbles. These are some very important textures which is needed always, almost in every drawing. We have to do some or less textures. Layer after layer, gradually. This, if you learn and practice, this will be useful for many different kind of work. Creating tones. Using small and long strokes. This is very useful, how you can show the tonal gradation of lines and creating a depth. Like this, we have many more. These strokes from light to dark, then coming from dark to light shade. Here also the hatches goes light, dark and medium. Here it can be seen small grains, very small grains. If you see minutely, you can see very small dotted grains are here, created a different texture. Here we have the cross hatching. We have now here this one creates an object which is rounded. The strokes, it gives any object a rounded shape, a feeling of the roundness. The tones, then here again that doodles with the dark and soft lines. Using a sandpaper, and over that if we rub this pencil like this, we'll get this kind of texture which is equally dotted as well as stroked. Now here very small tiny triangles are there, but without lifting the pencil you have to make it like this. Small tiny triangles only can create this kind of texture. Small pieces of broken glass, this kind of. Now this is called fish scales. This kind of texture is kind of waving. You can continue with it, practicing lines in different ways. Now here, like small dots, it grains the detailed part, depth, creating depth, and then gradually going to the faint part and lighter part, how to make it dark and light, that is there. Here we have the basket texture, the texture of a fence. Here we have a different texture for the leaves, group of leaves. When you draw trees at far away, this will be very much helpful. Doing a group of leaves, this texture will help you out. Now this is the texture which has been drawn with very small and short lines, doing it in almost every direction. You can create depth by doing them repeatedly, overlapping each other. This is very interesting strokes. Now this one is these pebbles, big and small stones. Here also it is also giving a very dynamic texture. Now we have crisscross, horizontal and vertical lines meeting each other, giving a net effect. And here we have the textures as we have done it already in the wavy lines, showing them how to create depth by layers, one after another. By layers we can create depth in a picture, and it gives a very smooth kind of lines. A smooth texture can be achieved by doing this. Now here we have different kind of textures all together. Now needless to say, practice makes you more perfect, and thank you very much. We will come again with another video.